born ready, but I was ready at when I was like 16.
What's up?
Do I look good?
Oh yeah.
Great.
Okay. So I think we'll be live in a second. Robbie's going to do some of his stuff.
Robbie, are you telling everybody that I'm coming on to do my audition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Haters and my friends. Invite the haters too.
Oh yeah,
all
the
your friends
player.
You, Dorian.
Oh, as always, players and player haters are always welcome.
Did you say is Dorian a hater?
Dude, we got in a fight the other day. Oh my God, I should have pulled it up. We'll save it for next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who? Dorian from? Are you talking about the Adam Carolla Facebook group?
Yeah, Dorian Jones.
Yeah, you know what? With election season coming up, I'm gonna have to get more involved.
Oops.
Push all the admins to their limits.
Yeah.
We have two of them here. Are you a moderator now, Quana?
No, I wouldn't be.
Added
Good
somebody.
I would. The power would go to my head. Maybe now that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
I'm with
now
you
that I
there.
have time on my hands, but no, I don't have any time on my hands actually.
I lost my phone. Oh.
Quick, everybody call Chris's phone. No, wait, I don't have his number.
What were
No,
we
wait,
just
I'm
talking
using my
about?
phone
We're talking about something. I don't know. I got distracted and I wanted to turn the music off because we're going live.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Okay.
Gonna need a minute. We can take a minute to gather ourselves.
What if you guys get more guests this time?
Oh yeah.
We might. Yeah.
You have to hire me? Okay, good.
Yeah, we might. Some
Yeah.
folks are more prompt this evening.
Yeah.
They're already waiting for us.
Well, I have a very bare bones setup today, so
All right, let me get my shit.
as opposed to try all the time, fire up everything.
As opposed to your
Setting up the camera, putting the ice pack under the laptop so it doesn't fry out on me. It's
what are
a
you using right
process.
now?
I'm just using my phone. I'm outside.
Okay.
The phone and my Bluetooth little guys. I don't know if I sound like I'm coming through like a tin can or some shit.
Are you hot?
No, it sounds it sounds it sounds better than you normally do.
Cool.
I'm just kidding. It sounds about this. It sounds a little different, but it sounds fine, and it's nice to see outdoors.
Good to be outdoors, man. Got the circadian rhythm in check, gotta make sure it's functioning at 100, close to 100%.
Yeah, you ever seen those commercials for blind people? They have to take like medicine or something to because they have
Okay,
no
I
they have no cicadas.
that I
They have
wear
no cicadas in their head.
Mhm.
But this is just going a mile too far.
No, I wasn't talking about you personally, but yeah. I really didn't didn't really understand that. Yeah. It light getting on a rhythm,
It matters, man.
getting synced up with Mother Earth, I don't know. No. We're not in sync at all. So I don't know. Yeah. So we're gonna get started in a minute. Quana's got some coming in hot here. It's got some thoughts, got some topics, got some notes.
Yes. Already brought
Looking
up
forward to that.
organization.
Got a little bit of everything going.
Yeah.
I got some thoughts as well.
Good.
What you got there, man?
What I love about this is that I always, when you guys get lost on a thought, I'm like literally screaming at my phone because I'm a know-it-all. So I love the idea of actually telling you guys like what a thing is that you're thinking of is really exciting to me.
Oh,
Okay.
I sneezed a minute ago too. Did you see that?
Bless you.
Thank you.
No, but I
Thank
hit
you.
the mute button
Bless. Oh,
like a pro. I'm just kidding. Man, he's busy. He's
I
got
was
his
just
hands-
caught
he's
up
got
in
his
the moment.
hands- Got his hands full with his 40
Oh yeah, it's the
in his joint.
koozie,
Oh,
the Acel drinking. I'm just
Nice.
using it for the water instead. Yeah.
he's got your fancy bottle. Mhm.
A fancy chipped glass bottle. You make sure not to break this motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Shitless.
I'm anxious to get started so we can I want to hear Quana's thoughts and notes and news stories.
Well,
I'll
then
try
let's
to
go,
make-
man.
I'll
It's
try to
7
make all my
o'clock. I
I'll
mean,
try to keep my rantings succinct.
go ahead and go live now, and then Robbie can post all the necessary link.
Oh, we already did that. Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you missed that part.
I guess so.
He might be still doing it. I don't know. Robbie, you good? How you doing?
Good moment.
Should we be looking at Facebook and stuff too?
Grinder.
I'm curious. You got into a fight with somebody this week?
Dorian in the group, but I don't
I
know.
warned-
I've had
Oh, I thought you meant Robbie was. Robbie, I got him, but never mind. I'm confused.
Robbie got into a fight in real life.
well, I guess I did.
Someone
too.
made him angry.
Robbie was
Yeah.
at Ulta, and a group
No.
of shoplifters came in and tore the place apart. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. We were talking about that today. All these places getting robbed everywhere. First, it's like Gucci, then it's like Ulta, and it's like the next thing you know, it's gonna be Claire's boutique. You know what I mean?
know.
Like gangs of middle school teenage girls in ski masks and pink ski masks,
Why do you have to wear
Overrunning them.
masks?
kicking down. Yeah, I don't know. Kicking down the doors of Claire's at the mall, stealing all the
Before-
earrings and plastic
They
jewelry.
leave.
There's
They're
no-
just like, hey, pierce me up.
Yeah, like getting their ears pierced and refusing to pay. You know,
exactly.
that's what it's going to come to.
Piercing your own ears.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it. Did you pierce your own? Have you ever pierced your own ears?
I did that when I was 13 years old.
It's good you
What'd you
still have
use?
it.
yeah.
All right. Well, we're
An ice
we're all
pick.
good. We're ready.
We're ready.
All right, cool. Chris, go ahead and start recording the audio, senor. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome back for episode 119 of your Endless Ranters podcast. Thanks for watching, listening, and subscribing. We truly appreciate the support. My name is Chris, and I am one of your hosts for this evening. I'm joined by the one and only Robbie Spotlight. What up, Robbie?
What up, homies? What it do?
Okay. Threw me off there, buddy. I thought you were playing games or something. And there's the man with the plan. It's producer Manny. What's going down, old man?
Peace King was today's mathematics.
Yeah, rest in power, my brother.
Hard
So, yeah, what do we got going on tonight? We have Joe Biden made a speech last night, and Brandon is playing with fire. We got America having a serious QC problem, all kinds of stuff. I have a new clothing line called, well, I'll leave it for later. I have a new clothing line I'm going to bust out to you guys tonight for kids. But first, we have a very special guest. It's Quana. She's back. She's back. Welcome, Quana. How are you?
What is
Hey.
Yay. I'm living
after
outside.
all this shouting her out?
I know, Manny. Those shout outs, every time I hear it, I know like you really love me and it feels so good. And I'm so grateful for your friendship. I truly, truly, truly am. Both of
Same
you,
here.
all of you.
Oh,
Truly. You guys have been great over
Appreciate it. Thank you.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we and Manny does that for you because yeah, it is nice. We appreciate you watching us and listening and and screaming at your phone when we're getting stuff wrong and forgetting what things are.
No, we're the ones that get things wrong. That's why she's screaming at the phone.
That's what I thought. That's what I said.
I think
Oh,
that's
But
my
then
bad.
again, maybe I just said
misunderstood you.
I just said something wrong. That's what we do.
Constantly
So,
checking one another.
Yeah, we want to catch up with Quana. She is she
Absolutely.
told us before we started recording before we started recording the show, she said that we need a news girl. and she's free. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is an audition.
yeah.
It's a no pressure audition. And yeah, so anyway, no, but you're already hired, so don't even worry about it. We're anxious to get your thoughts. How's everybody doing?
Christopher, do you feel overwhelmed by all the brown around you? Like, what can brown do for you? I know you have the little bit of brown, but it's more yellow than brown.
Yeah, it's more yellowish brown. That's cool. It's okay to attack me like that. I'm fine with it. I've gotten used to it. I've got a thick skin because all the Asian American hate that's been going on the last couple of years.
Hashtag
Since COVID. Yeah, blaming it on the Koreans. Blame it on the half Koreans. No, I feel good about it. Yep.
Good.
Because all the brown folks are turning alt-right.
Yeah.
You've heard it,
I've heard.
It's just a matter of time before we get canceled, not because of me, anything I say.
Oh, of course not.
But because of Manny and Rob's affiliation.
Yeah.
With right-wing Latinas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, shouldn't we gain
Just can't help myself.
Robbie's always liking all those right-wing Latinas from Texas, liking all their Instagram posts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, everything they say just speaks to my heart.
It's kind of it is kind of weird because it's like I have to say it's like a weird, like a Fox News type thing kind of going on, because there's a bunch of like in Texas alone, there's like 3 or 4 like Hispanic ladies that are running for office as Republicans, and they're being branded, right wing, and they're fairly attractive ladies and all that stuff. And it's like a Hispanic Fox News anchor desk or something, because they're all like really accomplished women, right? As well, like their moms, their attorneys, their whatever, teach all this stuff. But
breakfast tacos, all of that.
I wasn't going to say it. It's not my place to say that.
They can make breakfast tacos and catch up with world events at the same time.
Well,
it's possible.
What would Quana be? What kind of food would Quana be?
Most naturally just like marijuana because I'm native.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Or like an alcoholic because I'm Irish. So, well, I guess it could be for both. So
both, yeah.
You just be eating peyote all the time in the desert.
Mushrooms could be mushrooms.
Yeah, it's totally legal.
Mushrooms
on a religious basis.
Yeah.
What about a marijuana quesadilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushroom taco.
What about what do you prefer, a corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
I like all tortillas, but my best friend is flour because she's white and has like the freckly skin, and I'm corn. So we refer to ourselves as corn and flour. So yeah.
Interesting. And I'm half Korean, and I would refer to my friend Pat, who was full Korean, as whole wheat. And he would call me half loaf, which made no sense because it was like they're like whole wheat bread exists, but there's no half loaves. I guess there could be, like, if someone, it seems kind of unnecessary to have.
Oh, no. My grocery store does that. Like Nugget or like the smaller grocery stores.
Oh yeah. In Basketball Town.
A little bit of like sourdough or whatever, which I appreciate because I hate waste.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's, I'm wrong again, I guess. So grocery stores do half loaves.
Sorry.
Well, I'll let my friend Pat know. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know if you guys caught the Joe Biden speech last night. I kind of caught it by accident.
I didn't.
No.
I just caught the memes.
Yeah, the memes kind of fill you. I don't know if you saw it, Quana, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. I only heard it audio at first, and he was saying some stuff, and it was like, okay, it was kind of ramping up the rhetoric. And I don't want to overreact or anything like that, but it's like, man, he was saying some stuff. Then he was starting to walk it back this morning, of course.
Yeah, he was.
And then this morning I saw the pictures. I think Rob, you might have sent the picture of him with the red background, the lights.
Yeah.
And he was like doing this cornholio thing, and and I was like, that must be fake. And then I started seeing it more, and I was like, oh, that was real. Because I didn't watch it. I heard it. So anyway, Yeah, it's been, I guess it's like, it's just kind of par for the course these days, crazy shit going on.
Yeah. I've been consumed with other things. So I haven't, usually I have all the news, and next week I probably will, but
Do you watch a lot of news? I'm always curious about that. Do you, what, like in your normal, like, what do you like? You listen to podcasts for news or watch, you know?
I watch Tucker. I usually watch his like opening thing.
Okay. Yeah.
TikTok. Like TikTok has a lot of things that interest me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's all kinds of topics.
Consumed with conspiracy theories and things like that. And I just like, it's just weird. Like some of the stuff that's happening now, I call them my crunchy moms, but they've been talking about it for 2 years, like really saying verbatim things that are happening. And it's just weird how they knew, but nobody else knew.
Sure. No, I'm with that completely because yeah, I'm kind of into the news and reading and kind of deep dives on things, and you know, just things just make me curious, and I just dig, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening now that, yeah, there were people like, nothing is happening now that people weren't saying this is probably going to happen. I mean, it wasn't mainstream, but you know, a couple of years ago, people were saying, "Oh yeah, there's going to be like crazy inflation."
Yeah.
You know, people were saying things like, "Oh, our kids are going to be a lot dumber. Like this is really going to drive down testing, you know, like scores and like learning for children, and especially poor kids, you know, Black people of color or whatever are going to be like really like more affected." And it was like, nah, whatever, you know, it's okay. It's like, oh, then, you know, 2 years later, all the stats come out. It's like, oh, exactly right.
Exactly right.
Devastating. So, oh, don't get me started. Yes, and then this fool last night's on TV, on TV, like trying to scare people, really, I think. Yeah, it's like, probably. Okay. I was like, okay, message received. Message received, you know.
Were you like shining your AK or your AR while you're, you know, watching the speech?
No.
Ready for the Civil War?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I mean, I'm just like in shock that like he would talk in such a way when people are talking about.
What exactly did he say? Like Cliff Notes for somebody who didn't see.
Well, he said MAGA Republicans a lot. So like this he's trying to like kind of walk it back, like, well, I was just talking about certain people or whatever. It's like, no, he was just like MAGA Republicans, like trying to make sure that if you're a Republican, which I'm not personally, I'm a MAGA independent.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. But the if you know, trying to like connect those two to where, you know, MAGA Republicans are extremists.
Yeah. I was telling Chris,
and most Republicans are MAGA Republicans. So yeah, everybody, you do the, you know, he won't say it, but he'll get everybody else to say the math.
Yeah.
Or do the math. And I don't know. It's just and then and at the same time, it's like, man, does this guy even know what's happening?
No, someone I was telling Chris earlier that he was trying to make, or whoever is telling him, you know, advising him, trying to make the whole MAGA Republican a thing.
That was like they're really drilling that in.
Oh, really
drilling that term.
To me, it's like he wants to get I think he's trying to reach for the Republican vote, but not the MAGA, like the kind of like, oh, I am, but I'm not, but I sort of am. Oh,
these things are there's a term for it, but these things are done, and these things have been done throughout history where you create something, right? Like, so yeah, there are probably some Republicans that are like diehard Trumps that are like, you know, like complete jackasses, you know, and are really, really terrible, awful people. But
I think he's going for people like me who voted for Obama twice, and like I used my husband's card to vote for Obama twice, but now I'm just like, this is bullshit. Like I'm voting for the best Republican that I can. Like this is ridiculous. So
yeah.
For saying that, but whatever.
No, I mean, I think people just need to be honest, and it's like I would lean voting that way for sure right now. I mean, not even lean, like I would definitely vote that way if I had to tomorrow, but it's not because I think these people are great.
No,
it's more like these other people are like, you know, like taunting. Like
bizarre.
These other people are like, or seem to be kind of hostile towards me, and they think I'm hostile towards them, and I'm just trying to live my life and like protect my children.
Yeah, I think
be prosperous, you know, that's all.
Yeah. I think when you're like around people, and maybe because I live in a predominantly Republican neighborhood, but like the people are friendlier. Like our kids never stop playing sports. Our restaurants, very few closed. The salon stayed open out here.
Yeah.
So I think that like it's just a happier community, and I don't think that we lost very many more. I think we even had lower numbers.
I mean, that's like, not to like put it on party lines, but I mean, conservative versus liberal. I mean, it's proven that, like just studies show that people that lean conservative are generally just kind of more content, happier, like
It's
less
weird.
depressed, and people on the left are just generally more depressed and down. And it's like, I don't really say that as like a bad thing or judgment. It's like, it's because that's humanity. It's really, we are what we are.
It feels like more and more they're trying to make it a good and evil. Like it feels
Mhm.
like because you love God or mention anything about God on the internet, you're like a kook. It's just crazy that.
Well, that actually, I'm glad you said that, Quana, because that's kind of what kind of made me move more towards the other side. I've said this before.
It's been Robin's fight his whole life.
I've been, I felt like persecuted back in the day. Why? Because I kept on believing what my teachers were saying and what other people were saying, and the white man is against you, and this and this and that. And then I started, hanging out with those groups, and then I would hear them kind of do the whole F God thing and this and that. And I believe in God. I went to church all my life.
Yeah,
I've
we
said
had
this
conversation about God before. Like it's,
Yeah, and then I'm like, dude, I'm on your side, but you're over here, criticizing and talking major stuff about what I believe. So I get the feeling that you don't like me, you don't appreciate me. You think that because I feel this way, or I believe in this thing or this belief, you don't. Yeah, you have this hate towards me. You think I'm something that I'm not. So I started, being like, you know what? Screw you. Like I don't need you. You don't need me. You don't want my vote. Don't worry. You're not going to get it. You have to fight for my vote. And this also, I'm also talking about the Republicans. I'm not going to, you got to fight for my vote. And I'm not saying you have to jump through hoops and promise me, don't treat me like I'm stupid. I've said this before. I'm not an idiot. Don't dangle this little carrot in front of me, or, hey, we're going to do a 0%, $0 mortgage or down payment on, a house for first time, buyers. I don't need.
Hey, I told you, take it if you can get it though, bro.
But I probably will.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
don't worry. Hey, we can talk about that later. There's plenty of sweet subsidized deals going on for middle upper class white people.
Hey, dude, what I say is, if you've got white guilt, hey, shoot, why not? I'll take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You're looking like an idiot with all your stupid white guilt, but hey, all the brown folk and out there darker than me, take advantage, because that's what some of those people want.
You guys are lucky, because we get those types of things with like buying houses, and if you buy an electric car, you get like $8,000 tax credit, just for pandering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're getting it for all. You're getting it for all another reason.
Yeah.
So
pander away, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about time. When people start pandering to you, that's when you made it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's an Adam Carolla thing. I'm not sure if it fits, but
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So I say,
now, when people pander for your vote,
mm-hmm.
that's when you've made it, I think.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. That's when you've at least have some power. You have some power.
But I agree with Quana. She kind of hit a nerve where I feel like I've respected so many people that have disrespected me and what I believe. I just I'm one of those live and let live people. And I will tell you about my opinions and what I believe. But if you kind of give me like, nah, thank you, but no, I'll be like, okay, cool, no problem. But then there's so many aggressive people that I'm like done with them. But if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you.
I know what you're saying, but I also think that's where the danger is, because I feel it too. The danger is when you're just like, oh, okay, screw me. All right. Okay, screw you too, buddy. All right, it's on. Just like I said, it's like, you want to keep you want to keep calling people certain things. At some point, people
Yeah.
are going to be like, all right, okay, your terms are accepted, and it's,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
danger. And it happens on the right side too.
It does. It
I don't
does.
think I think that's why the right loses so much, is because it doesn't happen that very much.
Yeah. Well, just like
Because
I've
the
said
right's
this.
either kind of soft or like does stick to
Yeah.
some kind of principles. Because I thought, like, in November, the Republicans could win and could be in control of the House and the Senate, and they're basically saying we're going to impeach Joe Biden. I mean, that's what they're saying. They're going to start campaigning on that.
Love that we went politics, religion, politics.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people on the right that are like, yeah, let's do to them what they're doing to us. And it's going to get even worse. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Republicans win and they don't do anything. They don't do anything really. So
yeah, they're two wings on the same bird.
Well,
that's what I really agree. Like, sorry, but like on the fringe, like the newcomers, like new Democrats, like maybe even an AOC or a new Republican, like that just got elected, that is mouthing off about stuff. They're very diverse, I think, and they're not really bought and paid for. But the establishment is all the same party. Absolutely, the uniparty. The establishment is all the guys that have been there for 10, 20 years. They're all rich. It's crazy. Like we have
and on some level too, there's something in about her too.
Who?
AOC. She's
she's
in. She's under a wing. If she's not in, she's definitely close.
Oh yeah, it's well, if you care to look, there's a couple articles about her funding when she first came about. She was paid for by some millionaire, some millionaire PAC, like some just political guy or whatever. So she was paid for by some special interest, that's how she won. And then she kind of scrubbed the records, and it's like, oh no, she's just a people's person. And she just, she did it by the grassroots. Now she had a lot of funding from very rich people when she started, but they let her kind of, shed them off because that's their game as well.
Yeah.
Right. They pay her off early. They let her denounce them, but they also know like she owes us, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say when you said that, I've said this before, but both sides do it. On the Republican side, I've said this. What's her name? Lauren Boebert. Is that how you pronounce it? Yes, she made some dumbass comments about Ilhan Omar. Is that her name? About some sort of backpack and terrorism, and like you really, it's like, dude, if you want to respect as well, you're gonna stop at those dumbass comments about the backpack and terrorism, or you're just making yourself look like an idiot. And that's the danger.
That's the danger of having regular people, because we're like, we shouldn't have career politicians. It's like, well, when you have regular people get into office, that's when AOC's there talking about how we can just spend $40 trillion on just paying for everything for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when you have like Lauren Boebert, who's like, I don't know. She seems to be kind of like a trailer trash lady. I mean, maybe reformed trailer trash, no judgment, but she seems to have a screw. She seems to have a screw loose. That's like, she can be kicking around the suburbs and all that. And, but I don't know if she needs to be a congressperson. But then again, I don't know. What would you rather have? A career politician that doesn't give a goddamn about you or anybody, or some crackpot that, maybe cares about somebody? I don't know.
What I say is
they're all horrible people.
Yeah, I think so. Whatever's not working, let's get someone else in there, just like San Francisco. And I think you were mentioning Gascon. He's a San Francisco guy. He's the DA in LA, right? Gascon.
Yeah, he survived his recount or whatever that was. Recall.
Yeah. Yep. Our former DA here in San Francisco, right across the bay over here, he just got voted out, and we have a new one. I forget her name. And like I said, I was kind of skeptical at first because the mayor picked not that there's anything wrong with that, but a female woman of color. And I'm like, okay, I just hope it's not just as long as not one of your buddies you know have five with and watch the game on Sunday, as long as she's qualified, then let's do this. Then I'm reading comments that some people were saying, oh, she's too right leaning, like too strict with the, you know, the criminals. So I mean, whatever is not working in San Francisco, let's change that up. How about we see what we can do exactly, what we can do to change things up.
Well,
and I don't even know what
what
party she is, the DA. I don't know. I don't care, but whatever we had before was not working. So yeah, you got to shake things up sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going. Yeah, it's hard to understand what happens in California to me, I guess. I guess it's a little bit like Baltimore. I grew up in Baltimore in Maryland. It's like that was a very Democrat state. Maybe just as much as California, really, you know, with not all the electoral votes and electrical.
The electrical,
both, yeah. All of them. The electrical college.
They go hand in hand.
Whenever I think of Baltimore, I always think 8 Mile.
That's Detroit.
I know, but I think of, you know, watching the movie and footage of the, you know, of the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Am I kind of right, or just this is what I'm seeing when I watch these, you know?
You know what? In certain parts of Baltimore, yeah, that'd be pretty close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a northern city, some parts, yeah. Anyway, but it's I don't know what goes on out there. Texas is Texas is like the exact opposite though, as well. Like, you know, people will vote like reflexively for Republicans here, and conservatives or whoever's like law and order, and you know that happens here too. So I don't know. But at some point people just get what they vote for.
Yeah.
So it's like when that Gascon guy didn't get recalled, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you see, you people that live in LA, I mean, you see what's happening, right? You see what's on TV, like, and you're cool with it. Okay, well, that's just kind of how it is. And the folks that are really, you know, like scared, y'all need to get up and go, move.
Yeah.
Move, like, or you just kind of live with stop complaining. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not a very sympathetic here.
Yeah. I'm one of those where, you know,
well, I don't, you know, to be unfair, I mean, I don't, you know, for you, Manny, I mean, I don't know that you, like, if you're kind of taking your personal situation into, you know, maybe you're not in the class, you're not afraid. Like, I don't know, you're kind of like you don't feel like you're the target. So it's like, you're cool. You're a dude that looks like he can handle himself. So it's like, I don't know, you may not.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Well, if you're like a single mom, that's, you know, it's like, and you see these things on the news and you're just like, I don't think I want to take my kids into this store today because shit, you know?
Yeah.
I got
and, you know, and I don't know if that's not, maybe not fair because it's like, you know, it doesn't happen everywhere, but.
The news is just hyping up that though, because when I go out, I don't feel like, you know, the grocery, maybe in San Francisco. Robbie, do you feel like that? Because it looks like you're just taking that baby to school and living a good life, going to the zoo and stuff.
Oh yeah. Thankfully I'm outside of San Francisco now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I actually want to move back for financial reasons, even though it's more expensive, the cost of living, but I don't want to be driving, you know, every day back and forth. Normally I would drop off the kids to school, then drive to the train station, our BART station, drop the car off there, take the train to work, get off, and then vice versa on my way back. I don't know, just kind of annoying. Thankfully, I have not been doing that lately. I've been driving in with the wife to work every morning now. I feel safe in my area, but I'm outside of San Francisco.
This kind of goes into the second bullet point, which is America's, you know, I was saying, I've been texting these guys, you know, we have a serious quality control problem in America, like from politicians to our like water pumping stations in major cities to crime and police and all that. I mean, we have a major QC problem. So,
well, look, Monkey's uncle just said on the chat, our live chat, he said,
Monk?
hey,
Did we ever find out who that was? Do we know who that is?
We know.
Do we?
Well, you
I don't think
better
we
tell
know.
me.
He's a
about
former
the-
guest. He's a former guest, I believe. Richie.
Is that? I don't know. Is that Bruin Backhand? No,
Mm-mm.
that is Richie. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, shout out to Monkey's uncle.
I could be wrong.
Anthony. Shout out to Kylie. We have.
But you could say, like, I think when people like look at these stories, you could say, like, you know, the news stories hype it up, but it's like, you know, these are real people. So when you have a liberal DA that just lets someone out whose policy is just to let people out of jail, and then it's your kid or your family member that gets sideswiped into drunk driving accident, it's like that could, you know, like a citizen, like a law-abiding citizen, like Nancy Pelosi's husband could also smash into your car.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, you can't help but think like, man, like, wow, that guy was a violent criminal. He's been let out 4 times. He's been arrested for drunk driving like 5 times, and they just keep letting him out. And then he kills somebody in my family. It's like, yeah, you can hype it up, but you can say it, but it's like, these are real people that, man, it sure seems like that could have been avoided. You know, I'm not saying like build more and more prisons, but it's like, geez, like we just can't keep letting people out. You can't, I mean, and I'm telling you, like right now, like the lawlessness, just the fact that it happens a little bit, it's bad. It's bad for society.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, look, Monkey's uncle says about the kids, right? They have to learn to fight. Kids got to learn to fight at some point. And you know what? I agree. I think Chris would agree as well. I feel that I don't mind exposing them to some of the stuff that I was exposed to. Growing up in San Francisco, I was exposed to gang violence. I saw a shootout literally feet from me, like 2 people shooting at each other. I saw a failed drive-by attempt. Now, I don't want my kids to see that, but I want them to see some of the hard stuff. That way they know what path not to go.
Man, I think in the next few years, it's going to be impossible for your children not to be exposed to some pretty rough stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know how it can be avoided, but things are going to start getting real heated.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see I don't see any candidates on the horizon that are like, you know, there was Will Smith. I mean, he could have been, but then, you know, all of a sudden, you know, he
slapped somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame. But I mean, it's I don't know. It seems like we're kind of crumbling a little bit, and that's just the way things go, right? And it's okay. Be all right. You know, like you said, like you live your daily life, and like you kind of get through it, and you take care of your kids and all that. But
yeah,
I don't think it's good, and I worry about the future because I have young kids, and then I think they're going to have kids, and I'm sorry, like that. I kind of. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't think about it as much, but I do think about it a lot. I think about when my kids are my age, you know, what is the world going to be like at that point? What choices will they have? Will they have choices? They're going to have kids. Are their kids going to have choices? You know? Yes.
So, this is not, none of this is new.
I'm not saying it is. This is the human condition.
At the beginning of time, it's just publicly, we're speaking about it more because everybody's more connected, and then you get everybody's opinion, and then it's just more and more voice. But your children are fine. Raise them the way you're going to raise them. I didn't know what my children's 2022 would look like either when they were in 1995. Like, you know, my daughter just saw somebody shooting up for the first time, and she's 27 years old, and it literally broke my heart that she had to see that. It's disgusting. Whoa. It's just what it is. You know, it's a society that we live in. It's changing fast. I think. No,
I'm with you. I mean, I at the same time I talk to my oldest about the world. I talked to him about, you know, this is the human condition. These are how things have always been. There's always been old people worrying about the young people and all that kind of thing. It's more like my message is always about, I don't want to tell people what to think. I don't want rules. I don't want the government saying this. I don't want businesses saying that. I want people just be aware. That's all. Just be aware and adjust accordingly. You know, I don't really worry about my kids tomorrow. I worry more about like 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it's a very slow, like I'm not worried about my kids getting caught up in a Civil War shootout next week. I'm more worried about like in 20 years,
Well, I was. My daughter was in kindergarten when the planes crashed into the Twin Towers. So I was worried about that, but we didn't know. And you just have to raise them with love and to,
Absolutely. Yeah. You raise them that way for 100% at the same, I want my kids to be, very, well educated at the same time. My son, I'm very proud of my son because, in addition to catching a shark this summer, I don't know if you guys heard about that.
I heard about that. That's amazing.
Yeah. This past weekend, my son, he made his first catch, clean, and cook video. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. You watch YouTube.
Yourself and grill it.
Well, I did the grilling and the griddling.
You should have put it like in a hobo thing, like in a foil, and let him do it himself.
Well, it was so fun. He caught some. He went fishing for the first time with his friends without me. He brought home a couple little bluegill. They're pretty small, and he brought them out. And he was like, "Where's the knife?" I was like, oh, okay. Are you serious? He came out, he had gloves on, he got the knife out, he cut this thing up. He was watching a YouTube video, which I respect. I was like, great job. Very resourceful, right? Very resourceful. He went on the patio, he turned the TV on, he got the YouTube going. He was watching how to clean and cook a bluegill, which a bluegill is a very small fish. Yeah. There's really no meat on it, barely any meat on it, but yeah, he did it. I was so proud of him. So I told him I said, this is more important than the first, second, and third grades combined.
Totally. 1,000,000%.
But at the same time, it's like you need to learn how to code. You need to learn how to code as well and learn how to design games. And
unless they turn off all of the computers, and then the fishing will be very handy.
That's right. Yeah. Be prepared for both. And I don't know, it's like a classic education where you understand, like you really are taught the classics, like the real classics, not modern day stuff. I mean, you can mix that in, but, classic literature, because really, man has had a great, like you said, Quan, nothing's new, and man has had a great understanding of man or women,
Whoa, man.
Wixmen and all the above. Man has had a great understanding of himself or whatever for a long time, right? Our founding fathers, earliest writings of whatever, all those guys that have their heads carved in marble. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've understood us for a long time. So we're just doing it with different tools, like different technology. So it is always kind of new in that way.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's like the tools and like the access we have to all this information is different. So. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't worry. I don't worry at that kind of level. Like I worry more about just in 20 years, is there an insurance company that's going to be like charging my kids like, 50% more for their insurance because they've done a DNA scan. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. You're more susceptible to this. So it's like, yeah. Just a lot of weird stuff. Yeah. A lot of weird stuff. Like, and it's weird because our kids' generation, they're the first generation that grew up completely tracked everything.
Yeah.
My kid's got a Gmail account from school. He's got a Chromebook from school.
Do you tape the camera? Like, do you put a tape on the camera on the computer?
I don't, because I got nothing to hide. I'm right here.
come
hey,
for it.
You want to come watch the show?
Come at me.
Yeah, it's free.
And then also the son uses it for his YouTube show, Pantry Raiders. Shout out to them. The show's gaining a lot of traction, a lot of success. So keep at it, guys.
He told me that his favorite song is Alan Jackson's "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere" with Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, you've heard that song before.
No, I don't think so.
Did you hear me, Quan?
Maybe I have.
No, I'm sorry.
My son told me this morning. Was it this morning or yesterday? He told me that his favorite song is "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere" by Alan Jackson and Jimmy Buffett. Man. And I was like, okay, all right. And then he told me that Hurricane sounded pretty good. And I was like, okay. We're going to switch back to rap music.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because we listen to a lot of country music, and they talk about drinking a lot, which I appreciate it, but yeah. Now my son's talking about hurricanes. asking me what a hurricane is.
Can I get
There's a
a
line in the song that there's a line that what, pour me make me a hurricane before I go insane or whatever. It's like a DAC. I don't even know if I've had a hurricane before.
I
I
was
don't
gonna
drink.
say
I
you
don't
should
drink
order
that shit.
a bourbon one next time you're at Chili's.
They probably have one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, TGI Fridays for
I'm
sure.
not sure if that's good to like support it. Be like, oh, let me get you a fake beer, son. I remember when I was younger, I was in middle school. We were talking last week about CYSO. I was in this youth soccer league with my Catholic friends, and we had a party. I remember this now. We had a party at my coach's house, and he had fake beer, and we drank fake beer at this party.
Nice.
I should remember that. He also had goats.
Yeah.
Why were the goats there?
I don't know. I'm just saying he had goats, and he
Well,
had
why?
fake beer for it. Like, yeah, that's not normal.
Monkey's uncle said Chris is raising an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's why I said I got to change it. I got to switch it over to rap music so he can just get on the scissorp.
Oh man, if you need me to do a playlist, I'll make him a playlist.
He's gonna be fine. He'll be fine.
Juana, you've got a few kids, right? Do you have a couple? How many kids do you have?
I have two.
Two.
And a girl. My son graduated college and is out living his best life, bartending.
Congratulations. That's
Nice.
awesome.
And then my daughter, she went to a trade school and is very successful, owns her own business.
Yeah.
Is living her best life. So I have both. I just encouraged love, and they both went their ways that they went. So because they're both, different. So
Yeah. All right. Well, shout out to Kylie for being the best daughter and listener of the pod.
and the best.
Oh
daughter,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
best. She's the best human. She's
And your
really-
son's okay too.
No.
Oh yeah. I have not met your son, but I've met your daughter, and she's real cool, and I'm sure your son's pretty cool too.
He's good. He called me a couple weeks ago and he said, "Hey mom, don't worry when you see my location is in Mexico. I'm driving for a festival." I said,
Oh wow.
right, okay. With
Dang, it's like he could have just
beautiful-
blocked you.
two beautiful Latina girls. Like he's going down to Mexico to go to some.
Were there ever times when your kids told you they hated you?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually had a horrible divorce and had parent alienation. Like he took my son.
Mm.
So I've had like really,
Okay.
So I've
Oh,
had
man.
my son has called me a million bad words, but we've healed that. And I mean, he was a child. He didn't have like a say. He was just kind of told.
Yeah, there's part of that. I mean, that's normal to some degree. It's like I remember saying terrible things to my mom.
Yeah.
My kids. Yeah, my son has gone through that phase and he's out of it now.
Yeah.
One of my daughters just, thinks I walk on water. The other one is she'll tell me freely, like, I don't love you anymore. Got no problem trying to hurt me real deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, it does hurt, but at the same time, like, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Keep
some
those,
of
keep
these
those
kids,
daggers out, baby. Yep.
Some of these kids are manipulators.
Yeah. Keep those men at a distance. Let them know what's up.
I told you guys this before starting. I was kind of in a bad mood, and it was about something my stepson said to me. And speaking of like what Quana was saying, when a parent, I don't deal with the father of the boy, but there's someone within our group or family that will try to kind of, play that role sometimes, and give gifts and that sort of thing. And I really don't appreciate that. And I've talked about it before, and it's one of those things where I've been told, well, yeah, I understand. Well, there's not much we can do about it. And it kind of pisses. What's that?
Why don't you like it?
Because he's not the dad, and he's I don't respect this man.
Because
He buys better gifts, more expensive.
He's undermining your authority.
Yes,
No.
Chris. Yes, Chris.
More love for the baby.
What's that?
Get more people that love him and give him gifts. Like that's all he knows.
I want. Okay, I don't want to get too personal, but
Both your kids
yes.
are doing okay. So, doing great. So we're going to give you a pass on that.
Yeah. No,
All
he's
right.
someone that I don't respect this person because I feel like he's done things that he
Oh,
shouldn't.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I just did the
So
math on who everybody was, and yeah, I
Is this
got
that uncle that lost his pinky toe riding his
no,
bike?
no, that uncle's dead.
Oh, okay. All right.
I knew somebody who lost they were from New Braunfels, Texas,
Oh
and riding
man.
a bike, she lost the last 3 toes. She had only the
How
most
should
beautiful girl you ever saw in your life with big, huge boobies, but only 2 toes.
oh man, what's like a motorcycle
Wow, which
accident?
Deal
one?
breaker.
No,
Deal
a
breaker.
bicycle, just a regular
Bicycle. Regular old back. That was my uncle. He lost his pinky toe.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's one of the things I get kind of
This
like
girl lost 3 toes.
3 sorry. Don't be a one-upper. Come on.
Like I said before.
Like I said before. Anyways, yeah, it's just sometimes it's like and then I don't know, whatever. It's
fine.
I'm kind of I don't want to see I'm overprotective and I don't want to say this, he's mine or that. It's just kind of I don't maybe I'll get into it later on, but
Well, what I would suggest is if you feel it, if there's something wrong, you get like a dad sense about it.
Yeah.
Act on it, right? Act
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
You could apologize later.
I like the way Christopher has like a dad hand gesture. Like,
Yeah, man. You
Well,
can't, you can't fuck around.
What's funny is a couple months ago he actually was walking with this family member within our group. I saw her dropping him off, the kid, to our place, but he was entering our apartment complex. And when I turned around, I saw I was like, is that him? I turned back and he was gone. So when I looked, it was just her with the kid. And then when I looked outside, he was waiting outside in the car, and I got heated. And then I made a big stink. And then I went straight to my wife and I said, hey, what's this guy doing here? And then she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just asking, what's this guy doing? We need to stop this. And it turned into a big deal because I felt like I was not being taken seriously. And then we ended up talking to her mom, her parents, actually. I said, look, the next time I see this guy, I'm gonna drag him off the property if I see him again. And it's to that point, and they're like, no, we'll see what we can do, but we wouldn't want you to resort to that. And I said, okay, well, we need to kind of boundaries. To me, it's like I know I'm being a little vague, but it's just people I'd rather not have.
You can be vague here, but you need to be clear to them that something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
something's gonna happen.
Have you ever dealt with people that you're afraid? You're not afraid of them, but you're more of afraid of your reaction towards them. So you just want to avoid them. So that's me. That's me most of the time. I'd rather
rage. Is that what you're saying?
Not really pent up. Just
more or less.
Maybe with certain people. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me close to this person because I don't want to react.
You're like
that way and regret it later on. You know what I mean?
You should go as the Hulk for Halloween and like let them know.
Yeah,
I do foresee things like I shouldn't go to my son's, like next pediatric visit, his next well care visit, because last year his pediatrician's recommendation, I thought was incorrect. So I shouldn't go there. So I do think about like, I'm not going to go. Like I'm going to avoid going to his next well care visit because I got some thoughts. I might have some questions for this doctor. About.
You should absolutely have thoughts for the doctor.
Oh,
well,
sure.
Just because I'm worried that what's going to happen.
Oh, like they call Child Protective Services?
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess so. Like, cause I'm not, I'm not going to be like, oh, okay. I respect your opinion, doctor. No, I'm gonna be like, listen, mofo.
Good.
Like I want him to,
That's your job. Defend.
Last year, I'd say it like last year at my son's well care visit, he wasn't sick or anything. He just went in, like the doctor, like the pediatrician, he was telling, my son told me this, and my, wife, she repeated it. He was like telling him to get vaccinated. I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, this kid's 9, about to turn 10. It's not even approved for that age group. It wasn't at that time, because it took me like a day to realize, like, hold on a second. At that time, it wasn't even approved.
Mm-hmm.
And the pediatrician was telling him that he should get vaccinated.
But
and I thought, well, maybe my son's
there.
exaggerating. And I asked her, I was like, is that what he was saying? She was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it caused a big thing because she didn't realize that. She kind of told me, like, how freely the doctor was telling him to do this.
Yeah.
She didn't realize, like, that, that was a problem. So, yeah, I think to myself, like, I'm not sure if I should go next time.
Well, you need to raise your children to think that doctors aren't heroes, that they're
absolutely. Oh, yeah, that's already done.
That they're employees and that they make money off of the things that they sell, and they sell drugs. So,
check.
Yeah. So he can tell you what he wants, but you should really question it.
Tell me the dangers of Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
Check.
Good.
Yeah, they had his lunch menu came home at school because they buy their lunch sometimes, and it came and they had a day this month where it was like plant-powered nuggets.
Plant-powered nuggets.
Of course, there'd be nuggets.
They're literally trying to get rid of plastic. That's why they're feeding these kids filled with these estrogen bull. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Y'all. Yeah.
Uh-oh. We've reached a new level.
I think I've been cussing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to start because we're talking about plant-powered nuggets.
No, don't get me
started. I've
been screaming about Monsanto for 10 years. My Facebook look back, I'm like, damn, 10 years ago I was screaming about Monsanto and nobody cared. Screaming about Hillary, no one cared. Like,
my son tries not to bring it up because he knows it's, the next 20 minutes is going to be loud.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think it's crazy.
A lot of proclamations in the next 20 minutes, son.
Monkey's uncle said, this is the doctor saying, the doctor said, Mr. Trail, I think your son should switch to light beer.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you never tell your doctor your drinking habits.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, come on. Whether you're 10 years old or 50.
Word.
0 drinks a week.
I do not smoke. I do not drink.
Don't tell anybody that.
I do not engage in any illegal drugs. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Going back to the whole being scared of your reactions to things, right? A couple of years ago, I was with my, then it was, I think 2 years ago, my then girlfriend, now wife, she invited me. She said, oh, can you go to a funeral with me? Not invited me. That sounds like a party, right? Can you go to a funeral with me? It was someone from work that passed away. Pretty young, but he's a big alcoholic, and I'm sure he did have health issues. And I was like, I really don't want to go because there were some drama with her work people, and then there's her ex also worked for the company. It was a big company, but
I thought you were just going to say I don't like to see dead people.
That too
makes me uncomfortable.
And then I was like, I don't think I really want to go. And she goes, oh, come on. I was like, all right, fine. But I'm not, not going to have fun there. And then
be weirdo if you did. Off in the corner with like a party hat and the whistle. Yeah.
So I go and when we're sitting there before the service or the
your boyfriend.
Yeah, I know, right? No. So we go there, and obviously we kind of respectfully say hi to people, and how you go to funeral, you're like, hi, sorry, I'm sorry for your loss or whatever. So we go sit down, and there's a slideshow, right? Many times there's slideshows of the person's, pictures.
I interrupt you, but I feel like a slideshow is happening above you. Why is Christopher all of a sudden a van?
Oh yeah, right. He's a van. Chris is a transformer. So
yeah,
for those watching,
meets the eye to Chris.
For those watching live, he just turned into a van from the A-Team. Is that the A-Team van?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is. When he leaves, I'm gonna have to learn his trick.
Yeah. For those listening, we do Zoom every episode. So check us out, Endless Ranchers on YouTube. Follow, and with the beautiful Quan over here, of course.
Hey.
Yeah, you can't see her anywhere else except for over here with us.
Yeah. Right here on YouTube. So all the more reason to watch.
Yeah. Episode 119, and hopefully more coming soon.
Yay.
Every Friday night.
Yeah. So I'm at the funeral, right? I'm at the funeral sitting down, and there's a slideshow, near the casket. And I'm really not interested. I'm like, whatever. I barely knew the guy. I'm sitting there. I'm like, whatever, And she's there out of respect. And then all of a sudden, one of the pictures, it's from like a year and a half prior. No, not year, like maybe 2-3 years prior. And it was her sitting down with her ex and some other people, and it was like an old picture from maybe a couple years back. And I turned and I looked, and I've already had issues with that guy, and because I got out of the car one time, I'm ready to beat his ass one time, and she stopped me. So I've already had issues with him. And I see this picture, and then I kind of looked at her like, what was that? And then come to find out that this woman who doesn't like her added that picture in there on purpose, knowing I was going to be at the funeral. Yeah. And
wow, that's petty.
I freaking love it. That's amazing.
Yeah. So just on purpose. So literally about a week ago, last Saturday, there was another work funeral. And you think I went? No, not, I didn't want to. And last time I told her, I said, this is the last time I'm going to a work funeral with you. No more work funerals. You blew your work funeral load with me, and that's it.
Stop it.
Yeah. Drama. Yeah. Like
You know
Monkey's
what?
uncle said.
I just want to add, Robbie, and Kylie's online so she can testify to this. We definitely walked home with the wrong Mexican at the barbecue 2 years ago because Kylie started a fight with 4 dudes in a parking lot because they were looking at Shailene's boobs. And she was like, what the fuck are you looking at? And Luis was like, Kylie, I can't fight.
Oh, man.
I clearly should have been with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to make myself sound bad, but I've said to Luis that he's sweeter than I am. I've had, yeah. She stopped me from beating this guy up. Who knows? Maybe I would have gotten my ass beat. I don't know. But she told me to stop, and she was disrespected by this guy and his then girlfriend at the time, who, whatever. And then she stopped me, and then later on, I was like, yeah, you shouldn't have stopped me, because I would have gotten that out of my from inside. But
Where you keep your anger.
Sometimes some people deserve that, but I was not able to do that. But I think that time has passed.
Right.
Anyway,
what do people deserve? They deserve a what?
Sometimes they deserve a yeah.
If not that, a Endless Ranters t-shirt. I just thought of a new design.
Oh my God.
Spurred on by this story.
Oh,
It's a Robbie Spotlight drawn as the Hulk. So if we have any artists listening or watching, get to work on that, and we'll cut you in on a percentage of the sales.
They need that.
Luis Donovan can design our merch, babies. I have ideas for us.
They do. They had a regular Hawk.
Right.
They have a She-Hulk now that Robbie's a huge fan of.
Oh yeah, she twerks.
They do need to have a. They need to have
at law.
They need to have an El Hulk.
El Hulk.
Yeah.
El Hulk.
Yeah. Like a Latino. They need to have a Latino Hulk.
I have Chris Loxamana as the guy.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. The clown.
From the water cooler.
Yeah.
That's it.
Then I have my Robbie Spotlight.
Oh, see, I need to send you.
Got the Robbie Spotlight sticker and the Robbie Spotlight condoms.
I haven't sent her. I do have some. I'll send some.
No.
Oh, I know.
No. I'm good.
I think I sent Tommy Shenanigans is online right now. Shout out to Jaden.
Oh,
Good
to see you,
sent
buddy.
him. Yeah.
What's up, fam?
I don't know. Maybe his Friday night date didn't go as well as planned. What the hell, man?
Maybe they're watching together. You never know.
He wanted to see if my collagen was.
Oh, he saw the A-Team van?
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I thought there was something where when I switched off my video, it didn't show the A-Team van. I don't know.
Oh no, we saw it.
We saw it.
El Gordo, is that the Mexican Hulk? I see. There was a footballer, a soccer player named Hulk. I think he was Brazilian. Yeah, you can check it out. It's Brazilian. The name, they all have like 800 names, but I'm sorry about that. 500, but he just went by Hulk.
So many nicknames,
like Ronaldo and those guys. They go by one name. Figo. He went by Hulk, and he was like a big, strong dude. He looked like kind of a Hulk character.
I think you should do it. You have the hair, you have the bone structure.
Yeah.
I think you just need the paint, right? You got the eyebrows. Like, I can really see this coming together.
Don't make me angry. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I think half of you should be nice and the other half hulked out.
I can do it.
Before. Don't get me sewing.
Yeah.
Speaking of brands and t-shirts, would you like to hear about my new brand of kids clothing?
Unless it's going to lead us back to your political, religious roads of ranting.
I don't think it will.
I'm not clear if you want that or not.
Okay, before you get to it, this is me with the Hulk right there. For those who watching on YouTube, that's me.
You literally look exactly like his child. You look like his unhulked child.
There we go. There we go. That's in Guatemala. So, anyways,
I didn't see it. What?
Oh, here we go. This is Don't make me angry. Oh. There we go. So you had an idea, Chris.
Yeah, I have a new clothing line for kids called Ungroomable.
I like this idea.
I know it's pretty funny. It's inspired by my son's fashion choices recently.
You look like the rollerbladers out of the 90s movie.
I've been telling these guys, like, a couple weeks ago, my son had like I guess it was like last weekend, he had a incredible scrimmage and he was like destroying kids on the field. And then all of a sudden Monday morning, he was wearing those Viper Pit sunglasses, the ones that are like just all the way across your face. Yeah. And a NASCAR hat.
Yeah.
And like a Coors Light shirt at first. Yeah. Like when he's a Coors banquet shirt. And he was wearing that to school. And he's worn the NASCAR hat and the Viper Pit sunglasses every day. That's his thing. Yeah. I dropped him off.
Just that photo alone is worth being on some sort of merch. I don't know. It's something about it.
Put that photo on our Instagram.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's really incredible. And I take pictures. I'm like, yeah, man. And I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna fuck with this kid.
I like it. It's a lot of
yeah. It's like part of our thing is every morning I drop my kids off. All three of them go to elementary school. He's in 5th, they're in kindergarten, so it's like a special year. So I drop off a carpool and I let my son pick the music and he plays like It's 5 o'clock somewhere, or like Down to the Honky Tonk. There's a country songs that he knows I like to sing, and I'll sing them real loud and he rolls down the windows. Yeah, I drop my kids off with like music blaring, singing. He's getting out of the car with his NASCAR hat turned backwards, his Pit Viper sunglasses on, like with a scowl on his face. I'm like, all right, these kids are safe today. These kids are safe.
They come out.
There ain't nobody. Yeah, like that's sending a message like to any woke teachers out there, like move on to an easier target, because these kids' dads will take action. So yeah, it's like tank tops, American flag tank tops, a lot of NASCAR hats, a lot of like not real beer shirts. Like they can't wear like a Miller Lite t-shirt. But
this is the clothing idea.
Yeah.
Not your son was actually wearing it. That's how you dress. This is your idea for a kid's clothing line?
No, this is how he dresses now.
Well, but wasn't he wearing like a prototype, right, Chris?
Yeah, he wasn't wearing a real beer shirt. He was wearing a fake. It was like a, so they don't have to pay any licensing. It was a t-shirt that it was like a fake beer with like a NASCAR car with like a fake beer sponsor called Cabana Ale. Yeah, and I realized I dropped him off in that with a NASCAR hat and a Pit Viper sunglasses and a fake beer shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of the t-shirts just wants to.
I was like, like there's all these other kids that are walking in there like, like they look like they're scared. Like those are the kids that the woke teachers are going to prey on, not mine. No. Yeah, so like a lot of tank tops, a lot of USA flag tank tops, a lot of NASCAR hats, a lot of Pit Viper sunglasses, but cheap, cheaper though, because these kids they lose them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, a lot of fake beer shirts,
So you'll be at a lower price point. Probably have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Manufacture in China.
Yeah.
China.
That's it. I think it'll work. Just again, it just tells the teachers move on.
Yeah.
Move on to someone else.
Okay, that's good. Smart. Like
ungroomable. Yeah.
Ungroomable.
But it started. Yeah, I just wanted to let teachers know, like, oh yeah, this guy, like this
guy's dad is.
Like, if this kid, any of these kids act up, because these teachers talk.
You know what, Christopher? You could also get that same message across without the clothing line by just showing up at your kid's school, like participating.
I do.
Okay, well then they know. They already know. You show up in the NASCAR. You show up.
I don't know, because in our area, all parents participate. Like when there's a school night, it's like everybody shows up.
No. I'm saying if you show up on a lunch and help run a recess. Like
I've joined the Watchdogs group. It's dads of great students. That's where the dogs comes from.
Oh wow. Okay, I got you.
Wow.
Well, because it's like you're not always there though. You're not always you can't always be there.
You're there in spirit. That's what the other S doubles for in dogs.
So you just want the teachers to be like, all right. And also at the same time, if like, my kids act up a little bit, they're going to think twice about, does this really warrant a parent teacher conference with this guy? Like, we should let these kids slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since Chris is really trying to teach his kids to not be groomable and some of these, things that Chris is into, you should like make a different group. Maybe call it making another grown adult or something like that. Slap that on the hat, maybe a red hat, making another grown adult.
I'm going to create my MAGA independence group.
Yeah.
MAGA indies.
Yeah.
I would never join a political party. You fucking kidding me? But man, these people piss me off. But anyway, yeah, just send your kids to school with an attitude, chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
That's all.
I definitely did that.
Just a send your kids to school with a, how do I say this? A crazy, irrational sense of self-confidence.
Sounds crazy enough.
Right?
Yeah. I'm down with that.
By the time they get ground down through that system, they'll have like a normal human level of confidence and they'll be good. But start them off with like crazy, just makes no sense kind of level of confidence.
You know what annoys me, and I've said this before, is I'm gonna shut up after a minute, but
look at
all
that.
this today. Oh, what's the dog's
Hello,
name?
doggy.
Okay, she didn't hear me. Today was pajama and plushy stuffed animal day, and I'm like, can we just go to school and do our work and then put a movie like we used to put like in the VHS thing and pop in a movie, maybe watch E.T. or Little Mermaid.
You send them to school with a plushie of the Homelander from The Boys.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
These kids have been home for 2 years, Rob. They got to just do the best that they can. It's not the kids' fault or the teacher's fault, but the kids are probably not as like used to the structure. So like they have to kind of make it like, hey, look at learning's fun. I bet it's really hard. That's why I suggested volunteering at your kids' schools.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could do more of that. Actually, I don't even know if they let you, to be honest with you. I think the school right now is a lot of like for COVID. They're still all about COVID right now, at least at this school.
Yeah.
We
That's
haven't
insane.
I would love
that really,
to go.
That really isn't. That's incredible.
Yeah. Monkey's uncle said pop in a movie so everyone can sleep. Yeah, why not? Nap time.
After their shitty lunches or breakfast, whatever they eat.
By the way, Kylie said, "How do I join the pod? Let me in." Okay, we gotta let her in one of these days.
Let that baby in.
Yeah. Maybe I know she's got plenty to say.
It'd be awesome if she came in and like started giving Quan like a real here too.
Oh yeah, listen, Mom. Listen, Jerry.
Came out loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can share the link if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let her in.
So no, yeah. I'm really joking, but it's like, well, kind of tying all these things together. In my area in North Texas, this is a very like prosperous, like kind of conservative, like very area. And there's been 2 incidents recently in this area where there's been scandals because one school district right next to me, they had a bus driver that was doing, aggravated assault on a 5-year-old for months.
Mm-hmm.
This is I could be in this town in 2 minutes, right? The school district. It was happening for months. There was complaints about it. Other teachers now say they noticed that it was weird that the one child didn't get off the bus right away. And then it turns out that the principal of the school, this is all on video because the buses nowadays, it's 2022. There's video cameras that are recording everything on these buses. There's recordings of this happening for months, and the principal no one even bothered to watch the fucking videos.
Yeah.
This is in a very affluent area where I guarantee you people just feel this crazy sense of security that it can't happen. Right. And it's like, no, man, even in these areas, like these teachers, these administrators, they don't care about your kids. No one cares about your kids as much as you do personally. They care about their kids and their mortgages and their income and their jobs, which are really cushy, more than they care about your kids. That happened. And it makes me so angry. I mean, I'm not quoting it right, but yeah, they had these tapes for over a year after the complaint, and no one bothered to watch the tapes because this is all trackable, right? They can't lie about these things. No one watched the tape for over a year.
Where were the parents
of this happening? It was a really weird situation because these predators are predators, right? Yeah. It was there was sibling children. The older one would get off the bus first, the second one would not. And they were the scam was that the little child was helping the driver clean the bus. This happened for months. Like now, they do the interviews afterwards and they realize that like all these other adults were like, yeah, that was weird. Well, did you say anything? No.
No one protects.
Why didn't you say anything? Like no one said anything. When the school district's going to wind up getting paid, paying like millions of dollars out to this family. In addition, the school principal, I could be wrong. It could be like the district administrator told the family, please don't talk to the press because this really looks bad for our town and our district. Mm-hmm. This is the same person that didn't bother to watch the video or anything like that. It's terrible. So it turns out they tried to cover it up, and this is like in a very affluent town where no one thinks this could happen. And then 2 towns over, there was a teacher that was investigated last year. They put him back in the classroom, and he was doing it again. This is like older kids, and it turns out like that story just came out, but there's another cover up. These are like in really nice areas where people don't think it could happen.
There were 2. We had, I think, 2 predators at my daughter's school. One, a lady that actually preyed on my girlfriend's son. And the other was like a teacher that Kylie, I mean, you didn't go next to Kylie, but she could tell you. But they had 2, and it was a nice school, nice area too, 2 predator teachers.
My point is, Kylie's coming in now. My point was that, yeah, you can be involved and you can be there, and all the teachers look so nice and they're all smiling, but there's a bus driver, there's a janitor, there's some deviant, and the administrators, the people in charge that are smiling at all the meetings, and they're just so professional. They care way more about their 6-figure salary and their weekend plans than they care about your children.
Word. I would be homeschooling my kids in today's whatever.
It's getting close. It's getting close. Yeah.
Hi,
Hello
can you hear me?
there.
Yeah.
Are you operating a motor
Oh.
vehicle?
Not
Hello,
not-
Kylie.
Not anymore. I
Not
just parked.
anymore.
I
All
just
right.
in and
Put your
out.
keys on the floor. Yeah.
Hey, she's being safe.
I've been watching you guys this whole time while I've been eating in and out, and I was like, I have to join.
Oh, you're
have
awesome.
to
Eating
be
in and
part
out
of
for
this.
like an hour. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. What
Nice to
what'd
see you.
order
Nice
from
to see you and
In-N-Out?
talk to you live for the first time.
Yes.
We've
to
heard a
talk
lot
to you.
about you. So.
Yes. I spent too much time with all of them, but I'm happy to meet you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, them are whack.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you.
No.
So yeah, thanks for watching and listening to us all the time.
My boyfriend's
Now-
so tired of it, but I'm like, I'm watching my boys every
Oh.
week.
Right on.
Yeah, come on,
Do
man.
you?
I have to watch it on here.
Yeah, I know. I was like, and I have to watch because my mom's
Oh, of
there.
course.
I was gonna go, but I stayed at work too late, so I was
Nice.
like, I'll just watch from
Nice.
home.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I would keep you here with me, putting in her 2 cents.
Well,
Yep.
so I can't say something like Quana said she was a perfect mom and you were just a hellion, you know. Can't say
I mean,
that. She didn't listen the
that
whole
is true.
time.
That
Oh, that's
is true.
true. Oh, okay. Okay.
That is, yeah. But
Yeah.
now I'm perfect, so
She is pretty.
That's what I love that. Yeah. I tell my twin 5-year-old daughters, I tell them every night they're perfect, no
Yeah,
matter
why
what.
not?
I'm trying to keep it up because they're telling me they don't love me anymore and stuff like that. But yeah,
yeah. Wait
I'm like-
till they're like 15 and
I'm
they'll
like-
start hating you.
you're still my perfect girl. She's like, I don't love you anymore. I'm like, you're still my perfect girl. That's good.
Well,
They're
Girl,
awesome.
the goal was it? Oh no, it's Chris Rock. Never mind. Just keep him off the pole.
Oh,
That's a country song.
oh man.
Stand up. It was either Corolla or
the same guy that does the Applebee's commercial song, the
Hootie.
fancy like song. He does a song called AA. Yeah, trying to keep his daughter off the pole.
Wow. How and why do you know this?
His son obviously listens to country western music.
Yeah, man.
Keep up, Manny.
Okay.
We live in Texas.
All
We're
right.
out here. We're like shooting 6-shooters all the time. Like, you know, like some guy I shot some guy for snoring the other night. So he's listening to country music.
How bold
Oh,
of you.
that's
All
a
right.
popular. You know what? Well, you know, listen here, Manny. Out here in
Oh,
flyover
listen.
country, the Applebee's are popular, and the Applebee's songs they play on commercials are popular.
I love Applebee's. Those dollar margaritas they were doing for a while.
Girl,
Yeah.
we gotta
Yeah,
get
man.
Sucked up off some dollar margaritas. Sorry, can I say that?
Oh
Sure
yeah.
can.
You
Yeah,
can.
that's fine.
You know what's funny is I don't live obviously in San Francisco anymore. In this area where I'm at, a lot of the restaurants are very small, kind of mom and pop type of places. But unfortunately, they close. Even on weekends, they'll close at 8, maybe 9. But maybe a 5-10 minute drive, there's an Applebee's, and I'm happy it's there. So I'm like, woohoo!
Yeah, man. Their
I'm
corporate
gonna-
overlords don't let them close at 9. You joking?
So yeah, exactly.
It's prime drinking time.
Yeah,
They got a
and of course,
bar.
there's an In-N-Out not too far.
The
from
Bennigan's
here.
just closed down. They got, you know,
Yeah.
there's demand for late night alcohol.
Apple.
All this in and out talk. I want to know.
Kylie, I have a quick question. Did you ever listen to Quana's first appearance on Endless Ranters? Oh, you
No.
haven't? Okay.
No.
I feel like that episode, to be honest with you, to those who haven't listened,
Be
You guys
honest with
get
us.
you guys get deep. Chris and Jaden interviewed Quana, and
Do we really?
I feel like Quana goes into it and she kind of talks about her story and how she struggled and even health issues and stuff. But I feel listening, I literally remember what I was doing when
Okay.
I was playing a video game when I was listening to Quana's and I muted the video game and I'm listening as I still remember that day. I was playing Eco or Colossus, Shadow of the Colossus on PlayStation, and then she's talking about how she went through some issues back a few years back, and sometimes she'll share pictures, and I feel like it's an inspiration because you've made it this far, and we see your there's a lot of positivity now, opposed to, you know, how you were before. You had, you know, there were some sad times, right?
Yeah,
So
I've had a lot of sad times.
whatever you may be going through, you know, now in the future, in the present, you've made it through a lot of the stuff back then. So I don't know. I feel like you've inspired people through that episode.
I help people, like, when they're having hard times, you know, I try and help them with whatever, talking to them or helping them with my supplements or giving them yoga suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as I'm going through this hard time, I can hear my voice telling these women that I've loved over the years, or, you know, just people in general that I've loved over the years through hard times. Like, I can hear the words that I've said. And so I don't know if anyone's heard, but my husband's decided to go in a different direction, and we love him and we're praying for him. But it's devastating for our family. But like, I can feel my strength. Like,
yeah,
I can feel that I fought out of bed, and I fought to live, and I fought when my husband died, and I fought when my mom left me alone and just left when I was 13. Like, I fought all of those things to be this person in this moment that says, it's you. Like, that's it. Like, it's you and that little girl right there. Like, she's watching, and you have to do what's right for us, for me and her. So, and my son too, like, bless him, he's I think just so busy with his life that he's not like as absorbed by what's happening to our family, but we're going to be okay. And that's the bottom line. And I'm just grateful that you guys let me on tonight, because it really is, for me, like, my ace holes have been kind of a bone of contention in my relationship. Like, there was maybe some jealousy or some projection, because, you know,
that's unfortunate.
I love you guys innocently. Like, none of you guys have a shot with me, just so you know.
Yeah, understood.
But I genuinely love you guys.
Show's over.
You're fired. But I mean, I just love you guys. And so me coming on here tonight is just one more thing, because I know that it would make him upset. But me doing it is just one more step that, like, there's no turning back now. Like, I did this. I said this out loud to the world. You know, like, I am taking my power back, and that's that. And so get ready for this. Come on, baby.
If she wasn't already wild enough, you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
He is like, that's the real Quana. And the Quana at home, like, she just makes sandwiches, and she's kind of scared a lot, and she doesn't really say much. And so, like, I'm happy to, like, let her back out. So.
Yeah, of course. I know you're very, some people see you obviously as very strong and everything and outspoken, but you're also sweet. You've got your sweet side, your side that you want to take care of people, and you know, sometimes you'll send me, you know, you'll tag me on certain things, and I appreciate that as well. Yeah. For those people who want to listen to her, you know, her episode, first appearance on Endless Ranters, it's from the February 5th, 2019.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember that day. You said that we got deep. I remember Quana getting deep. I don't remember me getting deep, because, you know.
Oh, you're
probably. But I remember that. I remember that day. Yeah, it was a good day. Because it was two of our favorite lady ace holes. It was Quana and Martina.
Yeah.
Jade and I did a double taping that day.
Oh, okay.
We thought we were all serious, like, let's do 2 episodes in one day.
Jaden and I were both wasted. Like,
I remember at the end you were talking about something, and, you know.
Yeah, I was wasted. Don't listen to it, Kai. I was wasted. My voice was weird.
It's okay. I spend every day with her, and I get
to
hear
Kylie knows all the stories.
She already.
That's good. If my son would listen to our podcast, he'd be like, "What the hell is going on?" But it's good if Kylie listened to Quana, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I don't think anything would be surprising to you.
No, it wouldn't faze me.
Well, Quana, we really appreciate you coming on and you know, really sharing that with us. It's I don't know, it kind of
I'm okay.
Hits me Yeah, I know you're gonna, well, even if you aren't, you're gonna be,
Yeah.
and you gotta tell yourself you're okay in the moment, whatever, no matter
You know
what.
I have so much faith. Like I am like a very faithful girl. Like I just know that every single hard thing I've ever been through has made me
Mhm.
stronger for the next chapter. And the morning that this happened, I woke up and I thought that the version of me that I'm going to need to be for this hard part, she hasn't been born yet. Like she's not emerged yet. So like I got this. Like I just have to like grow into those big girl panties that have just been purchased for me. Like I'm in love with my husband. You can ask those two. I tell him all the time how much I love him. So I
That's
have
tough.
to
That's
emerge.
tough. That's
I'm gonna
tough.
emerge, rise and emerge, and you guys are gonna get to see it. So,
Hell yeah.
and I'll
Have
come with
faith.
all of my weird ideas. I brought notes tonight. I don't know that we can get into all of them, but I do have thoughts. So I'm excited.
I don't know. How we doing, Manny?
We're coming up at about an hour and a half in a few minutes.
Manny's our
Yeah.
timekeeper.
Nice.
We probably
Yeah,
have
yeah.
time for, I mean, I really appreciate what you're telling us. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's the good thing about social media. You meet people, you see what they're saying, you see the things they're sharing.
Yeah.
And even if someone shares something ridiculous, that there's a message in that, I think, and then you share things that are really personal sometimes and really funny and really kind of, like sometimes jaded or whatever.
I am
They're funny.
myself. Like that's who I am. Like those are
But
my
yeah,
I put everything out there, and that's why I immediately announced that he was going in another direction, because I want to be accountable. Like I would want it to be so embarrassing that I want everyone to know that like this is not the path that I can't do this. I have to like grow out onto my journey and figure it out. I'm not making another sandwich, y'all. So I don't care if we had like a.
He's gonna make them from now on.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Chinese sandwiches.
I love her sandwiches. They're so good.
Well, have faith. You're a very strong person, obviously. We talked about when we first got online tonight. Maybe I'm on the other side of that, embarrassed to say, I was like, I made some mistakes a few years back, and now I'm back home and with my wife, and really happy. And I don't know, it's like, I think that's kind of a not too common, but have faith, because things will work out.
You have daughters, and it's so important. You can ask Kylie. Like it's so important. I think the family unit and having a strong dad who tells you that you're important every night. Like neither one of us know what that feels like. So, and it's altered my path, which altered her path. So for you to do that, like you broke, a possibility of a generational curse. So good for you.
Yeah, I felt really, like when we were apart. Yeah, I felt, obviously I wanted to do it at first, and man, the worst. Yeah, I think the worst feelings of my life. I think just. I don't know. I feel much better now, but
And your son caught a shark, so I mean,
caught a shark. He flexed over some fool last week. He's playing offensive line and destroyed some kid. Just like he said, the kid was trying to block him and had his like arm or his forearm up under his face mask. So he said he got upset and like shoved the kid to the ground and flexed over him. It was awesome.
That's what I was going to say. If you want to teach your kids to be strong in sports, right?
Yeah, like in the same. Yeah. That's the good place. And like it's like okay to bully kids out there, but other than that, protect kids, protect your sisters, and yeah. Like I want my kid to. Yeah, it's funny because he's dressing like Dale Earnhardt Sr., the Intimidator. I don't know if anybody's. But he's got a huge heart, and he just loves. He's just really kind, really good kid. Feels guilty when he sees people getting picked on or things like that. And I'm like, all right, well then you're bigger than everybody else. Just do what you got to do, man. I was a scrawny. I'm always telling him I was a scrawny kid. I was really scrawny.
He flexes on people.
I was really scrawny, and he's a hoss. Yeah. So. I'm
No,
like,
Robbie.
What's that?
He needs to channel his inner Robbie.
he started. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's weird when little kids play sports like that. Like, you know, like they're really nice at first, and like a switch gets flipped, and they realize, like, oh, it feels good.
We used to give Kylie
Feels good to be aggressive. Yeah. It feels good to, exert my dominance over my fellow man.
Yep.
They get weird, but then, you got to teach them how to like switch that off. And
oh yeah, just can't cross the line. When I was in 5th grade, this kid, taller kid, was picking on this little, Asian kid, and then I grabbed the bully, and I slammed him on the ground, and I put my knee on his back, and I said, "Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry." And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." I was like, "Okay, cool. Thank you."
Like, no, say it in Spanish.
Lo siento. Lo siento.
I knew that.
Robbie, why have you always been so rageful?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I hope Christian's not like that.
We were fighting yesterday. We were fighting. He jumps on top of me on the bed when I'm just laying there doing nothing. So I'm like, "Oh, really? You want to do this? All right, let's do this." He likes to, get, but what I at one point, he tried to spit on me. But at the same time, sometimes I grab him and I want to make sure he can defend himself. And then obviously, if I feel like he might be, if I hurt him, I'm not gonna try to hurt him. I'll let him go. If he's like, "Okay, sorry, okay."
Obviously.
But obviously, and then I took him to the pool yesterday after fighting a little bit. I said, "Hey, you guys want to go to the pool?" We went to the pool. So get that. Yeah, it was fun. Nice. But no, Christian's, he's a sweet kid, and he just has a lot of energy. We were watching The Hammer. I said this, I think, last week. Adam Carl's is saying Hammer, and he wanted some gloves. So I still want to get him some gloves so we kind of fight and let that energy out at home. But no, I'm friendly. I'm a nice guy. Just, don't be a bad person.
I think those boy kids got to get in touch with that rage. Instead of trying to like keep it down, like it's there. It's there. Like dudes, younger dudes are just really aggressive. That's all. Like that's just nature. It's really nature.
But you got to find ways to kind of release that, right? You
of
don't
course,
wanna...
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, find ways to release it. It's not evil. It's very natural. Like, get them in sports, get them in whatever, running, whatever,
Yeah.
Healthy fear of God.
Don't try to, don't act like it doesn't exist. I don't know.
Mom, what's in your cup?
I'm having a vodka soda, but it's a very light one, and I still have more than half. So the last time I was on, I had tons.
Lou said there's definitely vodka in her cup, and I was like, no, I don't think so, because you were smoking a joint at the beginning of this. So I said, no, I don't think so. And then
I like my weed to outweigh my drinks, baby. I like my weed to outweigh my drinks. I'm like Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
It's balance. It's all balance. I talked about it in my episode that you didn't listen to. Balance.
I have listened to this. I don't know. Yeah.
So where are you now, Quana? Where are you?
I'm home.
Got a new place? Or are you at home?
No,
everything? Okay.
Yeah. No, my husband is a great man. He's just struggling, and he understands that, that there's a line, and that it was definitely crossed, and that, that's that. So.
Yeah, man. Dudes, man, we can be real dumb.
I know, and I'm about to slide into menopause, and here I am, but it's fine because Kylie will still love me when I have hot flashes, huh, boo?
That is part of me that worries me. Like, not only choking my son's pediatrician out in the lobby of his office or anything like that, but also just like, I my propensity for doing stupid things. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
men ruin everything.
Well, you know what? Can I defend us just for a moment?
Sure.
When I'm when I'm with the wife, she's the one with
in the bathroom by yourself. You can.
Yeah. when I'm with the wife, she's the one with the anger, with the road rage, and I always tell her, "Hey, relax, calm down," because she'll snap on them. She'll snap. So I tell her last week. I told her, I said, who? Okay, when you snapped on this person, you think they can hear you? She's like, no, I'm like, I can hear you, and then if the kid's in the back seat, the kid can hear you. So try and relax a little bit. And I understand the frustration, and I'm with you. And I tell her, I'm with you. I'm upset that they cut you off, but just be careful out there, because there's crazy people out there. And
with guns.
I obviously, you don't want to let any toxicity affect any loved ones and stuff like that. So I tell her, look, when you get all worked up like that, then I get kind of worked up, and I get all nervous, and everybody gets all worked up. So and then I oversee people at work as well. So sometimes I was training someone yesterday and today, and I said, look, people might be rude to you, they might disrespect you. Don't be the bad guy. Let them be the bad guy. You report things to me, and then I'll take care of that end, and I'll report that. I just don't think about your paycheck. And so in those cases, think about your family, think about any repercussions and stuff. Because when it comes to road rage or just regular rage, and things can change in a second, right? Like things can turn, it's crazy. I actually had a dream. I don't like talking about dreams, but yesterday morning I woke up. Dreaming that someone had stabbed me on my lower stomach area, and I woke up and I was like, "Oh shoot!" I'm glad it was a dream, because I was ready to die.
You're just ready to die?
Yeah, I was
about to call 911
because I felt like if I pulled the knife out, then I was gonna bleed out in my dream. So I didn't pull it out. I don't know what I wasn't watching. It's crazy. Maybe I'm watching too much news. San Francisco news.
I didn't kick in.
Yeah, exactly.
You were just stay there and die.
Yeah, you probably were watching too much news.
Yeah.
The good thing is that you didn't die. The bad news is that you woke up and found you had pooped yourself. So there's that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so you're dreaming. You're at the Alta.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And a gang of looters came in.
Yeah.
Started stabbing everybody. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah.
Right, so I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead,
man.
No,
just
Manny was going to give the time.
Channel that energy in a different, healthier way. Just channel that energy. Music, sports, whatever, or sing with all your lungs when you're in the car or whatever. Do your thing, but do it in a healthy way when possible.
Especially because she's growing a baby. So.
Oh yes. Oh, I told her. I said, hey, there's a baby listening to all these words when you're getting mad. So that's I'm preaching to myself as well. So we both.
Was that your defense to men?
That was my defense. The ladies get road rage too.
You're still in the wrong.
Oh yeah, I am wrong. Sorry.
Well, I would say that's all, channel this, channel that, but don't ignore the threat, because first they're cutting you off in traffic.
Yeah, sure.
I don't need to tell you the rest.
Don't ignore the threat. No, be defensive drivers, not offensive drivers.
Well, I'd like to think that, if anybody's on the road with me, they should assume that my wife is pregnant.
Yes.
24/7.
Take caution. Okay.
We get one of those stickers for the back that says, baby on board, or, to let people know.
Baby mama on board. That's my sticker.
That will be the merch. That will be more of our merch.
Yeah.
Baby mama on board.
Maybe I should get a sticker. I don't know.
There you go.
Raising a baby hellion.
Yes.
Hellfighter.
Like, we will all get out of this car and kick your ass. I don't know. Yeah, just I think things are gonna get wild. Yeah, so
we're not going there. You're not circling back to politics at the end.
No, we're about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
It's not politics, it's real life.
Yeah. Anyways, Manny, you were gonna say something.
Oh no, I was just gonna throw it to you so you could just throw out all the socials and how people can get in touch with us.
All right, I'm gonna throw out the socials. Quana, Kylie, get ready if you want to shout your social media out. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out
your business social medias.
Please do.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so
do that first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do that first, because like during the part where Rob talks about that's when everybody signs off.
Okay, yeah. So I am like newly figuring all of my life out and the things. So my friend is a sapphire miner, and I've been running his socials since before my life blew apart. But if you could follow my social account at Obsessed Over Gems, Obsessed Over GEMS, like sapphires. So that's the account. You'll see my hand. I'm a hand model now. So.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm running that account. And if you guys want to hook up on some jewelry, or you want to design something for your brides, or maybe a push gift for your wife, Robbie.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Robbie, do you know what a push gift is?
No, I don't.
When she pushes out your baby, you give her a ring.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like right at that does it have to be timed? I didn't do that.
You would give her the ring. You would like give it to her after she has the baby. Like, I gave you this ring because you did good. Thank you.
I told her I'm going to be in the waiting room.
It seems to me like the moments after she gave birth was not the right time. Like you're talking about a date, like
she's holding like when everybody's all clean back and in the room, you give her.
Oh, okay. So not like at the moment.
No, not at the moment.
I'll be next to her.
Yeah.
She's going to be screaming, "You did this to me. You did this to me." Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so Obsessed Over Gems.
I was going to ask you to repeat that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instagram, Obsessed Over Gems. Check it out. I'm following, and that's a lot of followers up in that piece.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Kylie, you're good, right?
Yep.
You've got a business, but okay.
Yeah, I do. Oh yeah. No.
Well, you said you're good, right?
I'm good.
But you're not good. You need to tell us.
Instagram. Not the way that I don't want to share my Instagram because that's free advertising. It's Kylie Morgan Hair, and it's KYLIE MORGAN Hair. And I'm a hairstylist in Roseville, California.
Awesome. So make your appointment at Kylie Morgan Hair on Instagram. So check her out. I follow her, and maybe one of these days she can do my hair.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
All right. Okay. So everybody, thanks for watching and listening. You guys want to follow us? First of all, if you're watching on YouTube, you already know you can find us on YouTube. Find us at Endless Ranters Podcast. Just search Endless Ranters. You'll be able to find us. Hit like, subscribe, smash the like button whenever you can. Comment. If you want to check us out on social media on Instagram, it is at Endless Ranters Podcast, at Endless Ranters Podcast. If you want to check us out on Twitter, just check us out at Endless Ranters on Twitter. And why don't you join the Facebook group? We share memes and news and everything. We have fun throughout the week. Just search the Endless Ranters Podcast on Facebook, and we'll ask you a couple questions. We'll let you in. We just want to make sure you're not a bot. And if you want to check out Chris, check him out on Twitter at Grateful Red 1. That is the number 1 at the end. Grateful Red 1. And if you want to check out Manny Mole Man on Instagram and Twitter, it is at How We Figure. And check out his podcast as well, at How We Figure. If you want to check me out, just search Robbie Spotlight on Instagram and any social media. Probably on there, but I'm mostly on Instagram. And Quan and I, sometimes we send each other kind of funny and interesting TikToks and stuff. So check us out, guys. Thanks, everybody.
You on the TikTok?
I am on the TikTok. I know Quana's on the TikTok. I watch videos, and Quana will kind of tag me sometimes, and I like the interesting stuff and the weird stuff and the kind of conspiracy stuff sometimes and all that stuff. Yeah.
I wonder if I'll ever get on there. Because every social media app I'm on, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't do
I know
it.
China's watching me anyway, so why not?
Yeah.
Might as well take it another step further.
I can get it both. I can understand both ways. Some people are like, you know what? I'm already getting watched by everybody. So what's another watcher?
That's going to be one of my segments. It's going to be TikTok hacks, because I'm telling you right now that I have, like, TikTok has taught me way more than my mom ever did. Like, it's amazing. So.
Well, yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there though. Yeah. It's like maybe it's worth getting hacked to learn how to, all the awesome ways to use binder clips
Oh my
that you never
gosh.
had thought of before. You know what I'm talking about?
You know the little cucumbers that go rotten immediately when you put them in the fridge?
Mm-hmm.
They're not meant to be on the fridge. You keep them on the counter, they last forever.
Right on. It's worth getting. You could save at least $100 over your lifetime in cucumbers if you just let China track you.
It's not about the money. It's about like wasting those cucumbers.
Yeah. I get it. I like seeing, I can get why people get on there, because it just starts feeding you stuff that's really interesting.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is there like is there a limit? Is there like a time limit? Because like when Twitter came about, it was like, okay, well, that's like Facebook, but it was like if it's anonymous and there's 140 characters. Is TikTok like
1 minute?
TikTok is forever, man. It doesn't end.
Yeah.
You could do like a 10-minute video, or you could do whatever.
Now you don't have a limit, I don't think. I'll watch videos like.
Is Lou with you?
Huh?
Is Lou with you? Are you going to be safe getting out of your car?
Yes, I'm alone. I will be safe. Thank you. But yes, I don't think TikTok has a limit. I think it's
characters or time limit. I think
like
time.
Yeah,
time. 1 minute and 3 minute videos, I think, right?
I heard in TikTok in China, with TikTok, they prioritize videos about math and science.
I think it's real, right, Chris? That's real.
That's what I would do.
I know. I think you're not kidding. I think it's real. And isn't that the same app where I think China, didn't they disable TikTok? It's like at 10 p.m. Like you can't access TikTok. I'm not even kidding.
I think they do have. Yeah, they have limits on how many games you can play per day.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like limits. I don't like that. I don't like the rules. I just like awareness again. Like
it's like Dr. Evil.
Tell your people that playing. Tell your people that playing video games, more than 2 hours a day is just bad for you.
Well, yeah,
we don't need outlaw it.
Exactly. We don't need.
Don't show up at kids' houses when they do more than that. Just tell them. Like, make sure people know that. That's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, we really appreciate it. Quana's good to see you.
Good to see you.
That dog sure looks different.
Good to see you, Quana and Kylie.
I'm excited, guys. I have ideas.
I'm excited too.
Can't wait for them.
And so would you really like to be our news person?
I mean, if you guys want me to be, I am available on Friday night.
That'd be sweet.
Well,
we'll take you while you're available on Friday nights, but probably won't be that long, but we'll see.
I'd rather be in on Friday nights. I can't imagine being out on a Friday night. Like, that just sounds ridiculous. So it's 8:51. It's past my bedtime. So
Jaden's a player. He's always out there on the Friday nights with the ladies. Robbie, he wants to be out, with his
family
and doing things. But you're going to have a newborn soon. Your life is over.
Soon.
For like 10 to 15 years. But for me, I don't know. For me, Friday nights are just kind of like, it's been a week. It's a lot of football practices, all that stuff, and it's time to just relax and cut loose. So I don't know. It's a good time for me. Anyway. And thank you, Kylie, for joining us. I really appreciate it. And other folks, if you want to if you got a thought, you got a axe to grind or something you want to talk about, just ping us here, and we'll probably let you in.
Yeah,
kind of fun.
I always do. I always want that.
I know. I've like.
Well, you've had your turn, so let's come on.
Yeah.
All right.
You can sit next to me.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'll just join her next time.
There's a hack.
There you go.
Okay.
Got 2 for 1.
And we'll continue. We'll wrap up the show, but we'll continue on YouTube Live for a little bit if anybody is hanging out. But yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go inside, you guys. Thank you.
Okay.
So much.
Thank you, Kylie. Thank you.
Hey, Kylie.
Good to see you. Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
All right. Well, she's moving along. I will be moving along into the post-recording session here. Get it on, everybody.
Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
No choice. You got to get it on.
That's right. Thank you.
Shout out to everybody watching as well. Ira was watching earlier. Monkey's uncle, of course, and
Ira's got to come back soon. I think Ira's got something going on. He mentioned an awakening.
Yeah.
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 His word, not mine. He said something about an awakening. So
Ira
also is he like some sort of spiritual guru now, or
we'll see what this is all about. Yeah.
He's a guru.
He's a DJ Juru.
DJ Juru. Yeah. He said earlier, I really love Quanta too.
Yeah, he's a good person. He's a
sweet.
We both met Prince. I mean,
that's awesome. Yeah.
We met Prince. So
also earlier he said, breaking news, my friend spotted Robert Plant digging through blues vinyl at here in Dallas Fort Worth today. Robert
That's
Plant.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't know he was, still around, I guess.
Are we done? I have to go to the bathroom and I gotta let my dogs out. Oh, and my cat.
Oh, that's cool. Go ahead and bounce.
All right, guys. I'm
Thanks.
so excited.
Thanks, Quanta.
Me too. Can't wait.
Again, I have notes.
Yes.
Bring them. Bring all your notes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send them. I'll put them like in a digital form and I'll send it. I'm trying to get better on computer stuff, so this will only help me with that because I saw you guys were like clicking back and forth, and I need to get like a picture for when I walk away. So hopefully you guys will help me.
Oh yeah.
And you have a speaker, or I have a microphone. Yeah. So
yeah,
I'll get
that. Cool. Your hair looks great, by the way.
I have the best hair.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like why don't we have people on like from the other podcasts and stuff? Like, why don't we try and like link ourselves closer? Like, I feel like we know people. So
we do. Well, actually, Dawson started following Endless Ranters on Instagram this past week
too. So I think he just realized that he had people that were trying to follow him. So he followed everybody.
That's awesome.
Jane followed Jane. So yeah, he followed everybody.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have him on soon, and hopefully Chris locks him on us soon, and other people.
Yay. Yeah. I'm excited, you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting
me.
Of course.
You're the best.
Yeah.
All right, brothers.
Absolutely.
See you later, alligators.
Later.
Have a good night.
Night.
Holy shit. And Chris is morphed into a van again.
Okay, Monkey's uncle. Do we really? So is that Jaden's friend? Really? Is that? I know his name. Is that you? Yeah. I haven't seen Bruin Backhand in a while. Monkey's uncle, right on. Hey, you know who I haven't seen in the group, the Facebook group, and I was kind of concerned because I think he disabled all his social media, Instagram. Phil Gonzalez, Bay Area guy. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he's maybe not the most loved by some people, but he used to hit me up sometimes. He used to say, "Hey, you need to stop by Pacifica. We'll have a drink, hang out, and stuff." Oh yeah, cool. That is you, Monkey's uncle. Right on, man. But
did you ever take him up on his offer?
No, and I feel bad because I don't know what happened to him.
Son of a bitch.
I'm things happen. You get busy, but I got kind of worried because he disabled. I don't think he blocked me. I'm like, I tried to find him, nothing. So then I started worrying. People on Facebook, and what if one day you just stop hearing from him? Remember Frank Drachman? Whatever happened, we don't know. It's just from one day to the next. So that kind of sucks. Yeah,
I think whatever happened to Frank is going to be the next biggest mystery to who shot JFK.
Monkey's uncle said that. Yeah, Phil is with Frank Drachman. Yeah, exactly. It's weird. I don't know. I get kind of sometimes it sounds kind of, I don't know, sentimental or kind of whatever. But you're like, I haven't heard from this guy in a long time. What happened? I hope he's okay, or at least I hope they're okay, or we kind of hung out, and I'm starting feeling all melancholy now.
You are.
Yeah.
Getting all melancholy on us.
What happened?
Sorry, guys.
Who's missing?
Phil Gonzalez. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what happened because he's
from your town, right?
Yeah, nearby, kind of next door.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's weird. It's you know how you see them every day, you chat sometimes. He would send me memes, I'd send them back and advice on this and stuff like that. And then literally from one day to the next, I was gonna send him a message or I was like, what? It's disabled, and I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, that is kind of concerning. Yeah, especially I think someone that's older, I don't know. Yeah. Because like younger people are erratic, right? More erratic.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this fucker is like a oddball. You might disappear for a while. But yeah, older folks, it's like it's concerning.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people out there, and I hope people are doing well, because not to get again too like sentimental, but sometimes people have health issues. Sometimes people have mental or emotional issues, and I listen to podcasts that kind of help me out with that sometimes. And I know some people do the same, and some of us have gotten to know each other, and I appreciate all that from them. And it's so like a little community or bigger, because I know we have numbers, especially audio. Sometimes our numbers live grow, it grows, and then you see less people, but then audio version, people listen. People, we have people from other countries.
People listen. Well. People listen.
It's
people
fun.
People like us.
It's fun and stuff.
We're likable.
Our show matters.
I don't know.
I hope you're all well, everybody out there.
I had
Absolutely.
a thought. I was trying to make fun of you. Then I lost my thought.
Yeah, you're gonna question my manhood. I know.
Shows you're right for making fun of him for getting shit, son of a bitch.
No, I'm easily distracted by my own mockery of other people.
Well, you know what? I do have my memories. I remember Chris hit me up every now and then. You'll stumble upon like old text messages or messages, and Chris hit me up a few years back about going to the cruise. And I didn't know Chris really well back then.
Oh yeah. We were interacting in the group.
Yeah. And I felt like I hope I didn't brush you off. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Or when you were in San Francisco, you're like, oh, I'm going to be in San Francisco. You want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, you're my first ace I'll ever met.
Yeah. I was like, that's weird, but okay, cool.
Well, I knew your group admin, and I was like, I need to make sure my posts get approved.
Yeah.
I need an in, damn it.
I gotta take this guy to dinner.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Back then it was free. It was a free country Facebook group where you could just post stuff and it'd be there.
Oh, now in the group, people will post even quotes from songs or from the podcast and stuff, quotes, and then you'll get flagged or you'll get suspended for a day. And you're like, dude, it was a quote. It's a quote from a song. It's a, whatever. And it's not us. It's not the admins.
About how many posts get, I don't know, posted or, that you have to review every day. How many?
Oh, all right, y'all. I gotta start getting ready. I gotta work early tomorrow, so I'll catch y'all next week.
All right,
yeah, man. See you soon.
Peace.
See ya. Well, you know what? There are some pending ones that we haven't approved. Personally, I feel like we need another admin.
Why don't you approve them all? Would the group get shut down if you did that?
No, probably not. No, you know how it used to be free back in the day. People would just post and post.
Well, I'm asking you, like, why did you? I understand why you may have changed it, but why don't you change it back to where just people post stuff and it's up?
I think we usually will. We should try that out again. I like to vote things in the group with the admins, and if I get voted out, then I get voted out. I think it started when some people started like posting the same stuff over and over and over again, like the same topic, and people would complain about that. Yeah. And
I kind of like, okay, that is true. In that group, the repetitive posts were a problem, more than offensive stuff. But I don't know, I kind of like ragging on those people for not paying attention. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sometimes you get what you post something silly and then you're gonna get some responses.
What I don't like is when I post something in the morning because I think it's funny, and then by the time you guys get around to approving it, like hours later, I'm like, that was really stupid. And it's like, oh, I forgot I even said that. That was really dumb. I wasn't even awake yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that sucks because sometimes we'll miss it, and every now and then we'll get a message, hey, can you approve mine, from someone? Sure, all right, I'll approve it real quick, or I don't know,
Man.
but
I don't know either. It's a good show tonight. Really glad
Yeah.
that Kwana was able to join us, and Kylie
Same.
too. It's good. It's good to hear
Same.
from her. I knew something was, I didn't know that, what she told us, but I knew something was obviously going on just from other
Yeah.
posts.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because Facebook will show you like your friend, like 9 out of 10 of your friends' posts,
Yeah.
but they won't show you the 10th one where they tell you something really, really important.
Yeah, sometimes I'm surprised, like, wait a minute, this was posted 2 days ago, and in my mind I'm like, shoot, sorry for being rude, I didn't like your post from 2 days ago, I didn't see it, or or kind of like you were saying with the posting. Let's say someone posted something kind of funny or interesting, let's say everything's already died down and the conversation's already done, and you're like, oh, I feel like, why am I gonna post something now or comment? Yeah.
But then at the same time, the ones that you do see, like the 9 out of 10, yeah, they kind of tell you something. So anyway,
Yeah,
she's gonna be good. All right, buddy,
for sure.
I guess it's time to wrap it up. I got to get up early tomorrow for football practice and
same. I gotta go
transportation.
Fight with the kid.
So
yeah, I'm gonna go fight with the kid right now. Fight for the TV.
Yeah, fight to win. All right, bro.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Chris,
yeah, thanks for watching, listening. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that. Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
Take care. Later.